Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast. No more excuses. I am your host, Sandy Ballard, the Badass Business Coach. Thanks for being here and sharing this podcast with others. And yes, this is week 1 into year 7 of my podcasts. 313 weeks. It's so crazy how time flies. And yes, last Monday's podcast was about checking in and seeing if something you've been doing for a very long time needs an upgrade, some changes, updates, or do you keep on keeping on as is? So, did you identify something that needs to be fixed or updated? If so, what and how? What are you going to do? Or at least did you review it and decide, much like me, I'm going to keep on keeping on with this podcast? Yeah, I've talked about doing some video and things like that. I'll add that in. But for right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And as we end the first quarter, we need to see if there's anything broken or see if we need to level up. As we end this, and this is the last week of March, the last week of the first quarter, I'm going to challenge all of you to take some extra time this week to review your progress, your goals, and your overall mindset. Make the necessary shifts to start the second quarter off strong. When you're doing the review, as I do with all of my clients, we look at short-term goals and then see if they've been achieved. And if yes, great. And we look at what's next. What do you want to do in the next 30, 60, and 90 days? And how will those short-term goals help you achieve your larger goals? If the goals have not been achieved, then we look at what the progress has been made, if any, what's happened, what's distracted you, what challenges have you come across, if your environment is set up for success or not. I've talked about this a few weeks ago as we started off March to help you try to finish this quarter strong. And now, the end of the quarter is here. So when you're doing this review, it's for both your personal and professional goals. Some of mine were to train hard for the half marathon that was in early February, which I did the best I could, but I got knocked off track by the stupid vid. That got me a few weeks behind, so I did what I could, and I finished, yeah. Another was to pay off a couple small credit cards. We did do some consolidation and made progress on that, and what got in the way was some unexpected car repairs. Life, right? And the next personal goal was to plan out adventures. Well, now that the man Candy is done with his studying and passed his exam, we can do that. And yes, we just actually got back last Tuesday from a week in Indiana. It was quite a few meetings for me. I wouldn't say any adventures, but plenty of friend time. And professionally, I did achieve my goal of launching the Taboo Tribe app and having a successful 30-day challenge with those ladies. I did get a little burned out on it, and I'm waiting on some updates. So the next goal was to have the platform completely built out. And although the app is there and it's usable, there are some things I want to do that I can't yet because the app creator or the company is working on some things to upgrade on their end, which will affect how I want to build it out. So there you go. And the third goal was by the end of this month to have my book ready for editing, my 4th book. Although I did work on it on the plane, I'm not near ready for editing. What got in the way? Just everything else. The COVID, the app, the challenges, life, just shit, right? But I have made some great progress because I did get new clients, and I took one trip, and I've done a team building workshop, and I did talk to a networking group last week about this exact topic. So the goal of filling my calendar and increasing income is happening. And one of the things I mentioned I wanted to do longer term was get really engaged and involved in our community here in Huntington Beach. And ironically, yesterday, I signed up to volunteer once a month for the Huntington Beach Conservatory, Wetlands Conservatory. So there you go. That's it. That's my progress I've made. And I do have a worksheet that can help you do your review, complete your review. So you can either download it from my website, badassbusiness.coach, and head over to the podcast and worksheets page, or email me, Sandy@sandyballard.com. Don't forget Sandy with an I, or DM me on Instagram or somewhere, and I'll get it to you. And if you complete it and send it back, you'll get a free 30-minute call to discuss it. So I'm going to ask you, what will you do this week to end the first quarter strong and start the second quarter even stronger? I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to helping you dig even deeper so you can play bigger. Cheers.